From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
39-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Here's Stroud. He completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 4th down. Here's Stroud. He's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
That's good for Broncos. First down. A gain of 19 yards.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that point.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll run with Mims. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Nix to the air. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
At the 19-yard line.
Second down and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
That's another Broncos first down.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing Nix. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Mims, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
I think the offensive line was caught off guard a little bit because normally on an RPO, that ball's gone quickly. But in this case, he held it, and they held up well in their protection. He found his man downfield, something that's not typical, but it sure worked out well.
Caught left side. Here's Day. And they'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Stroud. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Brings up
2nd and 10. Again, it's Stroud. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Woody Marks, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long that the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
2nd and 7 when they score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Here's a diving catch right side. Touchdown Broncos. Evan Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutt's good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last long. Don't happen the time and it obvious. No help for the weak.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
The way home for the Broncos score. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Stroud now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. We'll let this go deep for Collins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Stroud and company going for it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now it's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28.
A 3-yard loss brings up 2nd and 13. At the 28.
Here's Nix. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little game.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
This 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That'll be complete to Marks. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Woody Marks as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are able to come into this lead in the final seconds points in the first half.
Broncos 24, Texans 14. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And that'll be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this one over the back line of the end zone, where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. Most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Lucas Kroll, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Play action. Here's Stroud. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. Got his man, Dell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They have a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it,
they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan from 8 yards out. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Texans 21.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
To throw is Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there at the 26.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. They'll go for a gain of 7. And then we'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try to make some plays in the backfield.
And he will be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Captain. Bombers.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Captain. Bombers.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
5 yards. It's 4th down and goal.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor in this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Look the hot.
Stroud looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
18. What's that? Hey, uno more. Hey, uno.
Throwing now is Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stroud to throw it. Now a run here off the arc. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Woody Marks. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
Why Tony? 19 Texans. Look the hot.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the 1st half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins, 46 yards. And the Broncos will add to their 4th quarter lead. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
29. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 18, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Stroud. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 19 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 28 yards. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Texans 37.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 7. Throwing Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to sandbag at the 16-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively, because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
It's a gain of 2. And the Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Dobbins. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
37.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
For the Broncos. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10.
You speed left, speed left. Look to hot, look to hot. Hey, uno. Hey, uno more.
Stroud to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense is having share struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here comes second down. Stroud. Will find Marks out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Gain of 18. And the Texans first down.
Here's Stroud. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Texans 45.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Still going. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Nick's going to keep this himself. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Will Lutz
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
city on fire soon as he got free. The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit, boy, I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall as Shaq now. Still push a button to let the roof on the back down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my back down. Mississippi.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
On the quick, right? 118. What's that?
Now Stroud. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. They need to score and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
118. What's that? Why Tony?
Stroud. Quick slam caught by Kirk. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
At the 3-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal.
11. Hey, South. All right.
Again, it's Stroud. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
The Texans will line up.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Texans 53.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle.
For Houston.
And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That is incomplete. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.